What's going on, guys? Homono Gaming here. Today in this video we are going to be going over the 8 artifacts in Rise of Iron, and I will be categorizing them from the worst to the best. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, whenever the Rise of Iron launches, it will be bringing in 8 new artifacts. They are very unique. Some of them are PvP based, some of them are PvE based, some of them are both. So it's got a little bit in there for everybody, but with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. With number 8, we have Memory of Radagast, increased sword capacity and reflects energy-based bullets. Now, if you're a sword kind of guy and you love those swords, this is for you. The first half, increased sword capacity, pretty self-explanatory, just makes it to where you can carry more sword charges. Second half reflects energy-based bullets. Now, what this is going to do is, usually whenever you block with the sword, bullets just kind of vaporize. But with this, I believe is what it's trying to say is the bullets will bounce off of your sword while you are blocking. Now, it does say bullets, so stuff like rocket launchers and stuff like that, they're just going to vaporize like they normally would, and of course you may take a little bit of damage. But with that out of the way, moving on to number 7, Memory of Similar. Now, if you hate Thorn and stuff that that kind of does lingering damage, and it's what that means is whenever you get hit and after the initial impact it still does damage, this is for you. It's what it does is it reduces the damage from damage over time in Crucible. Now take note that this is only for Crucible, but if you don't know what damage over time is, let me explain. A good example of this is Thorn. Whenever it would hit you after the initial impact, it would kind of linger, it would still kind of linger, so it would shoot you, and then you would still take damage from it even after they shot you. But if you hate Thorn, this is for you because it will make it to where all damage over time will not do as much damage to you. Moving on to number 6, Memory of Galleon. Now, what this does is if you are a radar kind of person, this is for you. What it does is it's third eye for your primary weapon, and it buffs your radar. So if you're aiming down with your primary weapon, it will still have your radar. And basically what the buffed radar means is on the Night Stalker tree, whenever you enhance your radar, it kind of spreads it out and it divides it up, and it makes the radar better. That's what it means whenever it's buffed. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, that is an example of it. But with number 6 out of the way, we're going to be moving on to number 5, Memory of Perun. Guardians with low health and supers are highlighted. Now, this is going to be very unique in Crucible because it will make it to where you can prioritize who you go after. Now, don't quote me on this, but I do believe that whenever someone has low health, they'll be highlighted in red. Whenever somebody has a super, they'll be highlighted in yellow. But yeah, that's it for number 5. We are going to be moving on to the upper half of this list with number 4, Memory of Timur. Chance to turn an enemy to your side when meleeed lasts for 30 seconds. Now note that this is only a chance and it will only work in PvE. Now this isn't the best perk, but it will be very fun to use. Now, basically is what this does, whenever you melee somebody, there will be a chance that they will fight for you, kill other enemies until you melee them again, so they die, or until about 30 seconds. If one of those things happen, they will stop fighting for you. We are going to be moving on to the top 3 with Memory of Felwinter. Now, you do lose your super with this one, but you gain an extra grenade in melee. Now, the thing about this one is with some of the supers, like the Striker, the Defender, or the Voidwalker, it's kind of a hit or miss. If you mess it up, your super's done. You can't do anything with it. And if you're the kind of person that does mess it up a lot, this is for you. Your grenade and melee, they don't take as much time to recharge, and I think that the people that aren't as adamant and as good with their supers, but they're amazing with those grenades and throwing knives and stuff, this will enhance their experience and make them a better player. But if you are that kind of player, this is for you. Moving on to number 2, Memory of Yolder. Now, this removes all sprint cooldown. It's pretty self-explanatory, just whenever you're sprinting and you kind of stop, you have this artifact equipped, that won't happen. You will just continue to sprint forever and ever. Now, moving on to the top one, the number one spot, we have Memory of Scory. When super is charged, no, when super is full, nearby supers charge faster. Now, this is going to be very useful, like, for an example in, like, the raid or a strike. Mainly because, you know, you might have, like, a defender bubble to pop his bubble, right? And then, you know, like, you could have the next wave, and he needs to pop it faster, and you have that one guy who has the artifact where if he has his supercharged, nearby guardian surge faster. So he just kind of keeps his supercharged, and the guy with the defender bubble stays by him. But that's just an example. But when super is charged, nearby guardians, their super is charged faster. But that's going to bring it to the end of the video. That is my top 8 artifacts list from best to worst. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.